Most first-time poultry farmers lose birds. Some struggle with disease. Others never get the production they hoped for.
My name is Precious Samuel Blema.
But what happens when someone's very first batch tells a completely different story? Meet Precious Samuel Belema, founder of Wimbos Integrated Farms. On his very first attempt at layer farming, he recorded almost zero mortality and achieved an impressive production rate of over 85%.
I am the CEO. I don't use CEO because it seems too big, but I run Winboss Integrated Farms. I'm popularly known as Winboss. They call me Winboss. So yeah, I run and own Winboss Integrated.
Results many farmers spend years trying to achieve. In this interview, he takes us to most first-time poultry farmers. About the layer, so you have, it's more like you have other wings.
Just like the name implies, Winboss Integrated Farms. So with time, we plan on expanding into other forms of agriculture, livestock and crop.
Wow.
Yes.
So what brought about the spark for or the interest? Why did you choose layers instead of the likes of broiler, stocky, and so on?
Well, I would say starting with layers was more like passion meeting business. I saw the business part of it already. I already had a passion for layers because right from when I was little, I have always had chickens around me in my parents' compound when I was very little. So I've always had passion for chickens. Yeah. So growing up, I discovered that layers are more of the profitable forms of agriculture. I would say it brings in a daily source of income. So I chose layers as a starting point because of its scalability, its conversion rate. I would say I don't want to use huge, but it has a very good ROI. You understand? So that was why I decided to start with layers and with the plan of extending into other forms of agriculture.
Wow. So now, as someone who is just starting out first, who has had that consistent success rate, let me put it that way, what were those challenges you faced before starting?
I would say number one challenge I faced was sourcing capital. Capital was one of my biggest challenge. I would say what was my biggest challenge. As you can see, we are still even building. We are not even done with our construction for our farm. And if the funds were enough, I wouldn't have done this
number.
This number, I would have done a larger number, and I would have used battery kgs. Yes.
Wow.
So because of, I would say finance was my biggest challenge, but I've also faced other challenges since I started. I faced the challenge of disease outbreak, which I fought, and by the grace of God, we were able to fight it off. I also faced rain, weather. Yes, weather has also been another very strong challenge, but by the grace of God, we are still fighting it. Yes. So
now,
that's it.
As someone, thank you for that. In fact, while answering that question, you made mention of some outbreaks.
Yes.
And you also made mention of the fact that you fought and overcame.
Yeah.
Now, as a first-time dog poultry farmer, what were those things you put in place before acquiring your layers that helped you in getting those symptoms and
I understand
the success rate in that fight?
So before I decided, from the moment I decided to go into layer poultry farming, it was like a couple of years ago. I did not just think about it and just began. I took my time over like a year plus. I did my research. I did lots of research. I took like over a year to do research, visit farms,
Mhm.
ask questions, do my research, know the business part of it, the management part of it, and the business part of it also. So I did my research. I weighed the business. I scaled the business. I, I basically just did all I should do before starting, because most people that want to start, they just see, oh, so someone is making money from it. They want to just run into it without doing their research. No, I feel that is so wrong. I did my research. I did lots and lots and lots of research before I even put down a single thing to start. Yes, so I did lots of research and also I have a very good vet
Wow.
doctor I work with. Yes, very reliable and very good. That is also one very thing I will advise new and intending poultry farmers. Before you start, or if you've already started and you are new, you don't really know much, try to get a very reliable vet doctor. It would help a lot because they are the ones that are specialized in these chickens and their health. So I currently have a very reliable vet doctor I work with.
Wow.
Yes.
So now, I would like you to take us through more like the daily routine. What are those things you keep in place, and how you go about maybe feeding and care of your birds?
Okay. I would say first things first, what I feel like I'll say we start from in the morning. Lighting.
Okay.
Lighting is very, very important. Layers require about 16 hours of light for proper egg production, and we have only 12 hours in a whole day.
Wow.
So I supplement with artificial light, that is solar light and the rest. Yes.
Wow.
So we turn on the lights by 5:30 every single day.
Evening.
Light, no, in the morning.
Oh, wow.
In the morning they're on by 5:30. The light comes on and they start eating. That's when production, or I would say egg formation starts. You understand? So we feed them by 5:30 in the morning and we feed them by 4 p.m. in the afternoon. 4 p.m. ish in the afternoon. Yes. So that's that for their feeding and their lighting. But and also another aspect is biosecurity. We always make sure we ensure biosecurity in our farm. Very important. Before we go in, you must be properly disinfected. Your hands and your feet must be properly
I think that's the
disinfected.
reason for
Yes.
why we came in.
We must always spray yourself and make sure everywhere is properly disinfected.
To avoid the
To
outbreak.
avoid outbreak of disease. Yes, very important. Yes.
Now the next question is, how profitable? I wouldn't want to say on a scale of 1 to 100, but how profitable is layers when it comes to poultry?
I'll say if you know what you are doing, if you know what you are doing, because there are some people that have had bad experiences. See, I will not just say layer farming is very profitable.
Yes,
so that anybody will just they'll just
jumping.
put their money into it. No. I would say if you know what you are doing, layer farming can be very profitable. It has a very friendly ROI.
Wow.
It has a very friendly ROI. It is a very profitable business if you know what you are doing. If you put the right structure in place, if you know what you are doing, it is a very profitable business.
So if someone should have, let's say, a batch, a carton is about 50 beds
yes,
in it.
50 beds.
So what on a very good day, the mortality rate's very, very low, little to no mortality. How much do you think, after feeding and every other thing, such a person would get?
It's still
Because break even is not a profitable game.
Yeah, of course it's not.
So how much would you say?
I will still boil it down to if you know what you are doing, because it's when you know what you are doing that your production rates will go up.
Yes.
You can stay at someone that is making profit from 80% production. it's not the same. It's not the same amount from someone that's making profit from 90% production,
Exactly.
95% production. You understand?
Yeah.
So I would say it's when you know what you are doing, you can be able to scale. If your birds are healthy, you avoid disease outbreak on your farm. That would help you scale, and it would enable you make more profits on the farm. So I would say from 50 beds, that is really small. 50 beds
So-
is really small.
So the bigger
Yeah, the bigger
what
the
you have,
beds,
the more your profit.
the more beds you have, the more your profit.
Wow.
Yes, obviously. Yes.
Wow. So now let's also take it back, because I know a lot of people who might be interested in poultry layers and so
Okay.
on. They'll definitely be watching. What would you say are some of the mistakes a lot of them are very prone to making?
Starting without proper knowledge
Hmm.
of the business, and also starting without proper market survey.
Hmm.
Because it is one thing to know how to raise birds, and there's another thing to know how to market the product, which is the eggs. Starting with enough knowledge of how to take care of the birds from day old. That is, if you are starting from day old
Yeah.
up until point of lay, they start laying. And also now, another skill you have to learn is sales.
Hmm.
How to manage your customers, talk to customers, market your egg produce properly. Yeah, so that I feel like what people get wrong when starting is not getting enough knowledge before they start.
Hmm.
Because by the time you don't do that, it hooks you halfway. Me, I did not go for any mentorship class, I'm sorry to say.
Hmm.
But although it's advisable to go, I'm not saying it's not advisable to go. It is very much advisable to go. But for me, due to the fact that I had enormous time on my hands, I wasn't doing anything. I was just watching videos online, watching YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere I could watch video, I watched. Everywhere I could study, I studied. On the internet, everywhere I was able to study and gather as much information as possible. And also, I held a very good vet, a very reliable vet on my side.
Hmm.
So that's what helps me.
Well, in fact, where do you see Wimboss integrated farms in the next, let's say, 5 years from now?
Yes, currently we are net on our main site. This is not our, this is like a temporary site. So in the next 5 years, I'm seeing Wimboss in our own main site
Wow.
with at least 5,000 beds capacity. Yes.
Very, very possible. If you were to give an advice to a first time, that poultry farmer who wants to just start, who is looking forward, saving towards starting his first farm, can you give them one advice? What is that advice you'd have for that?
One person that just wants to
Yes.
start. Don't be in a hurry to scale.
Okay.
Don't be in a hurry to start and scale up. You might have the money to start with 1,000 beds, 5,000 beds. The money might be there. The money might not be an issue the way it was for me. But even if I had the money, I still wouldn't have started with so much beds. I would have still began with at most 500, even if the money was there, just to gain that knowledge, that hands-on knowledge. Even though I have done my research and study, it is different when you are just watching videos and when you are doing it hands-on.
Yeah.
They are two different things. So yes, I would advise new or intending poultry farmers, don't be in a hurry to start big. Start small and scale up.
That's it. I was talking about, do you do mentorship? Yes, you may tell me this is your first batch.
My first
but
time, I'm just starting.
It's a thing of results.
Yes.
Your result speaks for you. And so far, out of over 300 beds, 305, let's say over 300 beds, the mortality is little to none.
I have a TikTok page for now, just TikTok for now. Although we are TikTok and YouTube, but I'm more active on TikTok. And you can reach out to me on TikTok. I always respond to anyone that messages me on TikTok. I always respond. I can give you my 2 cents on what I know. Not that I know so much, but I can assist to my very best.
Right.
Yes.
So that's to TikTok Winboss Farm.
Integrated farms.
Winboss
Winboss Farms, you would
Farm.
see me. Once you just search Winboss Farms or Winboss Integrated Farms, you would see me.
Okay.
You will see my face.
we'll be putting that in the description so that you can reach out to him. Once again, thank you for having us.